Heyo everybody and welcome back to DRG. Today we are doing a viewer build, and let me talk to you about something that happened in the past of DRG. So gaze back into the realm of 2022, I think is what it was. I don't actually know when update 34 came out. All that I know is that it was a great unbalancing patch. It buffed a bunch of things that didn't need to be buffed, it nerfed a bunch of things that needed to be nerfed or didn't need to be nerfed. I don't really remember all too much of what happened. All that I know is that the game was forever changed by it. And one thing that was also forever changed by it was M1000. M1000 used to be a different gear modification list. Mainly, Armor Break used to be in T4 instead of T2. And now, pretty much every single M1000 build takes Armor Break because it's just that powerful when these two don't really do all too much, and Armor Break makes it so that you can, shoot through Brundles, shoot through Stingtails, and all that. And Armor Break used to not be as good because Stingtails didn't exist, Brundles didn't exist, and Septic Spreaders do have armor, they didn't exist. Twins used to not exist as well. Shellback still existed. There was just a lot of cases where Armor Break didn't really matter. And now Armor Break is mattering more and more now that the fact that we have Stingtails, we have Twins, we have Brundles, and in the future, we will have Beetles that have armor, so Armor Break's getting even better. And it was paired up with Hollow Points, which was just better, and Super Blow-Through Rounds, which was also just better. And that made it so that you never saw Armor Break on M1000. Then they moved it. Now you see it pretty much every time you see M1000. Now, there is something interesting about that change. It made it so that every single M1000 build can one-shot 4 grunts at a time. When electrocuting focus shots, the overclock that we are playing today was the only overclock to do it back then. Because used to, you needed super blow-through rounds, which, that's the requirement to one-shot 4 grunts at a time. And you need an Armor Break to do it, which now you can. Previously, you couldn't. And electrocuting focus shots took super blow-through rounds and just killed 4 grunts at the same time since it hit the breakpoint of 108. And ever since that change, electrocuting focus shots kind of didn't have that niche. It still has a niche of, having an on-demand stun and slow at the same time, which is pretty good. It's one of the better overclocks for M1000 because of it. It doesn't do anything. Like, you get an added bonus of having a stun and having a shock on demand. And that's it. The negative of not having as much focus damage doesn't matter. I think this thing should be a balanced, but, what do I know, man? Anyway, we're also taking gas recycling, which also got buffed at some point in time. I think it was during one of the seasons, but I'm not too sure. We're taking this build for it, and I don't think I've ever taken the increased caliber rounds for Zhukovs. I've pretty much always taken better accuracy. So this is going to be an interesting one. It's also no blow-through and expanded ammo bags, so this thing is specifically only dealing with Praetorians and Oppressors, so let's see how it goes. We are playing with MCR, testing, so that should be pretty fun. I need to make sure I have the correct build for boss. I don't care, man. Checking out if I have the correct builds and all that, like for perks and for all the other things besides my weapon, is like too much to ask me for. So I'm just going to get down into the mission, and we'll see what happens then. I meant for this mission to be a hot drop, but I kind of forgot to do that since it's a out-of-the-way option that I can do. If you don't know, there is a setting if you hit the control button while in the lobby of MCR testing, you can make any mission a hot drop if you so desire. I'm not too sure how it works with multiplayer play, but in solo play, you get your own personal pod, like if you were joining in a multiplayer game. And you can just drop into the middle of a mission, not where the drop pod spawns in. So it can be a true hot drop, and you get a few buffs here and there. And it's just kind of a fun experience all in all. I completely forgot to do that, so... I mean, like, it's fine. I don't need to do it. But we are here, and I still don't understand why, at some point in time after that you spawn in, I think it's legitimately a minute after you spawn in, some bugs spawn in to the start room just to harass you, and it's always the mission objective bugs. I don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will. So those of you who frequent these videos know that I have 2 cats. They're not mine, they're my brother's, but, you know, I have 2 cats around in the house. And one of them, his name is Mister. He's literally the gray cat that you see in most funny, like, videos for cats. What the hell is that? It is a... Alright, you know what? We're not even gonna talk about what I just saw there. I forgot to move the QoL mod off, so, you know, that's a wonderful sign, and I guess I'll be seeing that every once in a while. So, this man had a problem. This cat had a problem recently where we thought he was just constipated. No, and then he was taken to the vet. No, it was actually a urinary blockage, which, if you don't know, if you don't mess with cats at all, it is a fairly serious condition where it can actually kill your cat within, like, I don't know, 3 days of it. That's horrifying. That is... Bosco? What the hell is happening here? What is going on with the warden here? Okay, well, now the oppressor is not elite, so we don't really need to worry about that shit. But that was a little bit horrifying. And I think the oppressor is just, like, a now base oppressor. Hey, could you not be following me? God, I hate using most of my stun sticks here, but, like, how else am I gonna... It does so much fucking damage that I don't even need to hit the grunt with it. I can just shoot it in the mouth and it dies instantly. It's certainly a weird build. Alright. Bosco has it. Bosco has the thing on lock, the shock thing, which electrocuting focus shots did get buffed here, like, at some point, because, or excuse me, no, conductive got buffed at some point, because oppressors and dreadnoughts can now be shocked. Anyway, back to Mister. Mister had a urinary blockage, which can kill him in, like, 2 or 3 days, but it was seen soon enough where he got taken to the vet and had to stay overnight for about 3 days, and when he came back, Pepper, the other cat, the female cat, proceeded to not like him at all. Like, this is a foreign cat, I don't like this cat, and growled at him. I thought it would be super exciting. She would instantly start playing with him. No, she's a bitch at heart. She really is just a bitch at heart. Which, kind of fair. Anyway, Mister proceeded to cost my brother, I think, a good $2,000. At this point, those guys give me HP? Why? Give me a second. I need to not be anywhere near these bugs. So, already, there's kind of a problem where... Oh, I want... You know what I want? I want to not be here. Why is there so many... Why is there so many, dude? Get out of here. Dude. This blows. This absolutely blows. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I hope to Carl I am not going into a bug swarm. I don't even know if it goes through the armor. if you blow through armor at all. Oh, we are entering into hell. Okay, this is... I'm just gonna toss that to hopefully delay them enough. What am I doing with this? What am I doing with gas recycling here? Because gasless recycling does exist. I need to not be here. I also need to, you know, not be bouncing on a Praetorian right now. This is... How much ammo do I have? I have 36 ammo. That's probably fine. Bosco, you're my only hope. Oh my god, the accuracy, dude. The accuracy is awful. Trying to shoot these little needosites out of the air is not going the best. I really hope I've killed some things. I don't think I'm actually hitting those. So the mission content revise bugs. I'm really hoping I'm hitting those septic spreaders, and I think I was. I shouldn't have shot there, that's my bad. Pardon me, everybody. This is certainly... How is my shield starting to regen here, my man? How have I dodged literally every single attack that went my way? Just, I didn't mean to hit that one. Toss another one, please. Which is my last one. But we can kill the Praetorian. The Whiffid Praetorian. I don't think we're killing the Whiffid Praetorian. I think we are... Why is Bosco over there, dude? Bosco, why are you the way that you are? Okay, we are finally in a room. Hopefully there's no... Is there any stationaries? There is no stationaries. Okay. There is a... Okay, just shoot them. Actually, these guys give you the vamp, right? The big ones? I'm surprised that guy followed me. Okay, we have met in the center. We shall kill every single bug here. This is going well. This is going fantastically well. Hey, Bosco. You know what you could do right now? You could also give me a cryo nade and make it so that I can actually kill a bunch of bugs. Because if you don't know, gas recycling may not get weak point bonus, but you know what it does get? It absolutely 100% gets cryo weak point, which means it is, I'm out of ammo. Wonderful. Alright, well... This is going fantastically well. Did that not actually... Wait, hold up. If you can't hit through armor, does it not blow through... Okay, Bosco, I need you to, like, go away. If I hit this guy in the arm, it doesn't blow through him, and it doesn't affect him. There's no reason to take not armor break's the only pick, even for electrocuting focus shots. What the fuck is this? I didn't know about this. Was it changed? Did they change it at some point? If you focus fire a fucking Praetorian in the body, it won't get stunned, and it also won't affect focus. That is... Oh, I didn't realize this was a bad build. I thought it was going to be an okay build. I didn't think it was going to be meta, but I thought it was going to be, like, at minimum okay. I didn't realize that fucking unbreakable armor, or excuse me, breakable armor but reduces all the damage to, you know, 0, would be as detrimental as I thought it was. So that means basic guards block your electrocuting focus shots. Which is absolutely insane. So, the point is that there's no reason to bring damage on electrocuting focus shots as well. Okay, just focus fire the fucking grunts. You're not getting any value out of your overclock at the moment, which is fine. You know, just dude, I picked a 600 Morkite mission. I should not have picked a 600 Morkite mission. That is unfortunately my mistake. I tried to hit both of them at the same time. It just wasn't happening. They're different levels, they're different sizes. It is... Oh my god. So, another thing that I have done recently, besides the cat being, you know, expensive as hell, animal ownership, if you actually take care of your cats, and, like, dogs and things, is just... It's just going to be massively expensive, like thousands of dollars, unless you get, like, insurance, and even then, the pet insurance won't cover... Okay. Oh, that's another great wave for this. A Mactera wave. Hey, you want to know something about Mactera? They have ×3 weak points. Hey, you want to know something about, you know, this overclock that I have here? It is, they don't... weak points aren't recognized by the Geneva Convention. So we are currently in mild amounts of hell. Yeah, we are in mild amounts of hell. Can we focus fire that guy and, like, just shoot him to death, please? Thank you. It's not that bad. I'm trying to hold the click button, dude. I don't... That's right, we don't have armor break. I have to not shoot him in the not shoot him in the fucking armor, dude. You know what's something about electrocuting focus shots, though? I think I just need a new mouse. I legitimately think I just need a new mouse. On that guy, there's fucking Trijaws behind me. Absolutely normal things. Okay, that's a little bit much. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, we do this. We shoot a thing. We get Bosco to follow me. And then we go over here. And we get Bosco to fire a rocket at a majority of them. Like, electrocuting focus shots at the moment isn't doing anything. Which is kind of insane to think about, that it's not really doing anything. You would think it would be proccing the conductive bullets for gas recycling, but no, it's not even doing... I thought the thing would block that, but I guess I am absolutely wrong. Wrong in the whatever hole. Okay, so, as I was saying, pet ownership is just kind of expensive, and one of the most expensive things about it is just all the vet visits and all that. And you can get insurance for your pets and all that, but the problem is that they don't cover existing conditions. So, like, Mr. having a urinary blockage, that means he's more likely for urinary blockages. So the insurance most likely won't cover that anymore, since he's had one before, which is absolutely insane. Also, I probably need to fail this because there's going to be a bunch of things coming to kill me. I'm simply just better. Bosco can save me from myself. See, I did it. I'm better than him. Oh... Goody. I just stood there and let it shoot me, dude. Actually just... Is the septic spreader dead from that? No, of course. Why would the septic spreader die to a... Hopefully he's shocked from that. Okay. I thought I was out of ammo there. I genuinely thought, like, oh shit, I'm out of ammo for the... or not Betsy, Molly tried her hardest to get me hit from that acid spitter attack. We are not doing Core Stone at all, dude. That shit sucks. Another thing that I've recently done... Why are you... Okay. Another thing that I have recently done is we watched the rest of Primal. So, a while back, the relationship, like a year ago or 2 years ago, we watched Primal, and we just picked it up where we left off, which we were basically at the end. We were 4 episodes from the end of the actual season of the show, and it's a great show. I highly recommend all of you watch it. And I mean, it doesn't end on the best note, but apparently there is another season coming in, so I'm just hoping that the next season will be good. I don't know how they can go on from the point that they left at, but I wish it was I wish Primal was 1 or 2 episodes longer, because they get to, like, the cast gets to a place, and it's significant to one of the other casts, and it's like, oh my god, we're here. Oh. And they start doing things with the thing that is significant to the cast, and then in the same episode they have the big confrontation that they've been hinting at for, I don't know, 5 episodes now or some bullshit. It is actually insane how long they've been, like, teasing that confrontation, and the confrontation takes maybe, like, 6 seconds. It's not actually 6 seconds. It's like a full, like, 3 minutes of runtime. And it's just... You took this long to get to that point, only for it to be a very quick one-and-done thing. Hey, can the things not be faster than me, dude? God, I hate the fact that they spin around you. I actually do. Okay, listen, man. Okay, we are fantastic. We are doing well. So, like, it's a terrible ending. That whole last episode was the worst episode of all time. And then they leave it on, not necessarily a cliffhanger. Like, if they didn't want to make any more seasons afterwards, it would be a perfectly fine to end. It just didn't feel great at the time. And I'm wondering if Jen D. Tarkovsky is his actual name, but, you know, who cares, was, like, pressed to finish it like that. Like, oh, you get 10 episodes... Or, like, you get 12 episodes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you get 10 episodes, or whatever. Because, like, there was a bunch of filler as well. There was an entire episode of filler. It didn't do anything. So if they skip out on that episode, they can finish the entirety of the season, dude. And the problem is it's a fantastic fucking show. But hey, man, we have apparently another season coming, so... Who knows if it's gonna be good or not. I desperately hope that it'll be good. I was trying to reload to cancel the focus shot, but I apparently just completely failed at that one. Dude, the accuracy on this shit is absolutely insane. No, we're not doing that. We're not playing by your games, we're playing by my games. And by my games, I mean, why is there so many acid spitters, and why is there also so many of these? Get out of here, get out of here. I didn't mean to click twice. I think it just has a problem registering a second click as a click and hold, is what my mouse is doing. Hey, we're in the exact same scenario where there's... Dude, I should never go into this place without... You know what? Maybe this place is just straight up awful. Maybe Glacial Strata and this one is just awful in general. Also, I still haven't recognized the fact that Body Block exists. But it is kind of funny. This isn't where I want to be in life. This is about 0% where I want to be. I need to shoot you and kill you. I think that kills you. You'll be able to shoot once or twice, but you are definitely dead. I missed, surprisingly. By surprisingly, I mean not surprising at all. Does the... No, it definitely does. I think MCR changes the value of the damage. I don't have a... Definitely need a rocket. It feels good having Bosco around to just get the conductive bonus whenever I want, which definitely buffs this overclock by a lot. Okay, well that was a little bit stressful, and by a little bit stressful I mean, what's happening? Where am I? What's happening? Another show that I can talk about is Adventure Time, I guess. The relationship and I... Okay, so out of the TV shows that we watched... I think we watched the entirety of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We watched some other anime, I think. One Punch Man as well. We watched Delicious in Dungeon. We watched Fair and Beyond Journey's End. All very excellent things that you should go watch, besides, you know, One Punch Man, since apparently One Punch Man Season 3 isn't doing very well. But, you know... I haven't watched One Punch Man Season 3, and I probably, from the reception that it's gotten, I probably won't watch it, because nobody has said any good things, and apparently the studio that was tasked to do it... What the hell was that noise? Oh, no? Why are they running this way, dude? Why are they running this way? That's the way I lit myself on fire with my flare. Oh. Shit sucks. Shit sucks. Please don't be the thing that I think just spawned. Okay, I can't go over there. Yeah, I figured that spawned, dude. The Bioson. Okay. There's a fucking leech there as well. That's... Thank you. Thank you, Molly. You know, one of these days I'll actually learn to press the C button to make Molly go in that specific direction, so I don't need to worry about her. Also, I need to deal with this thing, so that it doesn't copy any bugs. Now, the problem with dealing with that thing is that now there's a bunch of bugs. Fresh hell for me. I did not power attack it correctly. Okay. Well, just toss so many of those. Just, like, keep tossing them until you have a reason to feel something in your life. Where are you? Oh, he has armor, so I can't actually focus shot him anywhere in the body. I have to be very specific where I do that. You can tell that I'm super tired of this shit. Also, hey, guess what? Electric focus shots doesn't work on that guy. I mean, I missed anyway, because he didn't get stunned. I think he's actually immune to stun, but that's besides the point. Can we... Yeah. I hit your freaking leg, dude. Your leg didn't have any armor. Oh, he's doing the things. He's doing... Just power attack him. I missed. He killed me. Never mind. He missed? He can miss? Kind of surprising. Can we get out of here? I think he is actually acting... This sucks. Just bring out this weapon and kill all the fucking swarmers. They're... Okay, we are fine? No, is that a warden? What is that? What was that? I didn't hear it correctly. That's a warden. Okay. We do actually have... When did there get so many bugs? When did there get so many bugs, dude? Oh. The shows that I have to talk about with the relationship, besides all the anime shit, which, note, spoiler alert, I'm the one who recommended us to watch anime and stuff because, A, I was told that Fear Ends Beyond Journey's End is a good anime, so you know what? I watched the hell out of it, and I highly recommend it. And then I was recommended to watch Delicious in Dungeon and all that. Also, a excellent anime, and highly recommend as well. Dude, it is legitimately affecting my game. The fucking me firing twice instead of holding the button. And then I do that, and like every single time it's completely fine. It feels like I'm not even playing with electric focus shots. It feels like that I am genuinely playing with something else that is not that. Okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Don't grapple up to where you want to be. This is a hellhole from whenever we will never return, dude. Miss. There is a thing somewhere around here. You need to die. He is dead. He just predicted my pathing, dude. He's so fucking goated with the sauce. Alright, where's that dude? Yeah, you. I think he is dead. No, he is not dead. I don't know where I'm going. Don't grab me, please. All that I know... Missed. His HP did pop up on screen. So, I did hit him. It's just that I didn't do any actual damage to him. Which is kind of sad. Hey, you want to know what I would really like right now? I would really like an IFG. Can Bosco toss me an IFG? Like, you know, I just catch it and just, like... I wonder if that stops the blow-through. If hitting unbreakable armor stops it. Because it wouldn't be very surprising. Where the fuck is... Where is he? Okay, he's right there. I need him to come over here. Because how I'm going to deal with this wave... I'm going to let all of them get here. And then I'm going to miss most of the rockets. Which is kind of funny. I think it genuinely does stop the blow through. That is not ready to be recharged. Dude, I am just like... Did a wave spawn? I feel like a wave spawned. Like, I can't deal with any of the fucking swarmers. Actually, I'm out of ammo. That's... There he is. Bosco, fucking deal with the goddamn... that guy. Deal with him. Because I don't want to deal with him. And he's just being an asshole every single time. There's another one. There is, in fact, another one. I wasn't told of how to play with this build, so I just assumed that there's a fucking... There's a Praetorian as well. That's a bulk. That is also a bulk. What are we gonna do about the bulk? Yeah, just do normal amounts of damage. Can we... Bosco, can you shock the bulk real quick? So I can kill it fairly quickly? Joke's on you, I can't actually kill it fairly. See, that didn't matter. Me focus firing it with damage, it didn't actually... And focus damage didn't matter. Because if I didn't have this fucking overclock, I would actually have killed it. With one focus fire. Why would you build this weapon like this? I don't know. Oh, there's fucking 2 of them! Look at that. Look at that. It just killed 9 grunt or swarmers or whatever the hell. Unfortunately, it killed 9 fucking swarmers. There's still so many other... It was already disturbed. I'm just better at the game than you, I guess. Dude, I cannot tell which bulk is which. There's a wave. How much HP does that guy have? Okay, Bosco, stop shooting that thing. You know, simply don't get that close. I don't know where it is. Where is it? There it is. I need it to be dead in a very specific way so that it can kill the rest of the bugs and that guy. I don't know if that kills all the bugs. It didn't kill the fucking Praetorian. Okay. Now what? Simply, now what? And we don't have anything to be, like, super goated with the sauce. Like, seriously, I don't know how I dodged any of that. Dude, is that another fucking wave? How is there not a swarm at this point? I'm sorry for saying something. I was too flabbergasted by the swarm happening as whenever I called the swarm to really, like, say anything or, like, save myself from that. Where the fuck's the way through? God bless. Where's the way that we go? Does it showed up on the map? It's actually down here. Because the only way that we are... Will anybody ever think bad about me if I just simply abort this mission and then go change the build and then play another one? I don't think anybody will think bad about it. I couldn't just hold that because of I would get hit simply. There is more than 32 bugs on the map, which means all of a sudden I'm gonna have a lot of issues with that. Nidosite has a bomb attached to him. God, I love the slow from Nidosites. Absolutely and unequivocally love the slow from Nidosites, dude. I mean, like, I would take out the rest of them stat, but unfortunately... Okay, we make my final custard stand here. We can't defend that place. We fire too slowly, we do a bunch of stuff slowly. We have to dodge that guy. Dude, it is fucking tempting. There is a tempting option here to get me out of the suffering, and that is MCR testing stuff. And I genuinely might. Like, bitch, I might actually do it. Bosco, you sack of garbage. Why are you coming down here? Okay. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go this way either. But hey, at least this way is you know, kind of better. Why are you so fast? Why are they wily, dude? I don't know why I twitched, dude. I'm fucking stressing. There's a freaking warden coming. Hey, you know the guy that we never killed? He's here, by the way. He is 100% and 1000% here. Hey, this is the worst cave I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you know what? Give me an auto sentry. We know what happens on this build, alright? We've seen how awful it is. Let's get the hell out of here so I can play with a better fucking build. I don't want to be here. Oh, dude, just... That doesn't actually deal damage. I forgot they're immune to stun. They're immune to a lot of things. You're gonna overheat before you actually kill that man. Okay, well, that's gone well. I assume I'm just going to meet you on the next mission because this mission is going to go fantastically and there's gonna be no other deaths, dude. Absolutely zero. I'm out of ammo. He is now dead. Are we still having issues? There is a gun shooting all of the bugs at once. It ran out of ammo. That's kind of how we're running out of. I don't have a power attack, and I also don't have HP. That's no power attack. Get out of here. I can't charge that thing. This is... Temp shock him? Didn't get temp shocked because he is currently lighting on fire. Wow, dude. I clicked once. I genuinely clicked once. I did not click twice there. Like, Scout's truth. Okay, we can just grab a resupply now. He won't grab us, he'll try to ram me, and he'll just be dead. I'm just going to pretend that wave doesn't exist and just continue on about my business. Hoping to get this mission done in, now, please. There's a bunch of acid spitters. And by acid spitters, I mean there is exactly one acid spitter, but it is now dead. Hey, could you... Not dead! Could you die, please? No? Okay, hit your armor, didn't stun you? Wonderful. I'm so glad that guy's here. And probably gonna, like, die to that thing. I hope it dies to that thing. I probably need ammo for that thing, surprisingly. Right, it's almost out? Yeah, it's definitely almost out. Let's go get some ammo for it, because... At this point, this thing is most of my damage. I have to fight this swarm in the smallest place possible, which is where that auto sentry is. I called that auto sentry there because I kind of knew it was the end of the mission. And I mildly regret my decisions. Now let's hope there is no bugs over there. I failed the gamble twice. That is a bulk. Well. Super going well. Super duper. That acid spitter spawned and immediately started shooting at me. Please get out of here, dude. That's a tiny Praetorian, dude. That is a very tiny Praetorian. It doesn't help that there is a combination of swarmers and needosites on this, so it just, like, nerfs the hell out of Scout. Like, a bunch. Plus your fucking thing. Okay. So we are actually going to go back the way that we came. Yes, there is a oppressor that way. Or not oppressor, the bulk detonator that way. But there is also a resupply that I desperately need. That's a... I don't even know where that slasher went, but, you know, the slasher did hit me, and it did exactly diddly squat. That is where the guy is. Just hope to Carl that it doesn't matter that he's here. I don't know where he is, and I don't think I ever will know where he is. Is that him? That's him. Simply built different. Don't do it. He did it. We are 2 hits away from dead. We are now 3 hits away from dead. And steadily getting more hits away from dead. Oh. I am done with a lot of stuff. I think I am done with a lot of stuff today, and I think I want to go to bed, is really what I think I want. Okay, we don't have the secondary objective, but this mission was absolutely awful. That's a wave. From where? I don't know why I bother. I don't know why I just grabbed the resupply. You have plenty of HP. Never mind, you don't. You don't have plenty of HP when... You should have frozen the bug. You should have called down a... Should have done that. What you should have done. Maybe canceled the action or whatever. We need to get out of here before there's another wave. Get that guy out. Okay, call the thing. Who cares about the oppressor? And let's go. I'll see you on the next mission, dude. We'll do a short mining mission or something, I guess. Alright, so let's make this better, at least for me, and that is literally that change right there. So, what does electric focus shots do? It does 132 damage over 6 seconds, which means it doesn't matter that we have 75% of our damage lowered from the focus shot, because it'll still kill a basic grunt, and it'll still kill a basic, or a slasher. And if we take armor breaking, that means we can now focus fire a guard in the face, and it'll still take damage. We can also focus fire stingtails and oppressors, and not oppressors, Praetorians. The extra ammo in the mag doesn't matter. You can take one or the other. It doesn't really matter. And this, expanded ammo bags, is just so that we can focus shot more without losing out on any damage. And next is going to be this one. There you go. I have fixed it. And also, you know, this is preference-based. I never run high-capacity mags, but some people do. It's fine. And then let's take IFGs as well. That was personally my bad. I'm sorry. I took voltaic stun sweepers thinking it would be good, and they weren't. They literally just weren't. They were nerfed because there was both what was it? What were they called? They're called jellies, and they're called swarmers. And it made it so that they didn't do anything pretty much any amount of time that I used them. So, let's go play a 400 Morkite mission. That sounds like a time and a half, dude. Alright, we are down in a Morkite mission. It's 400 Morkite with the better build. This was... It is my preference to change it to this. It is not the maker. I still think it's it still does what it's supposed to do, which is create shock on the heavy targets that you want to be using electric focus shots for. And it also still does what I do with electric focus shots, and that is kill a bunch of bugs at the same time. That guy's dead. Like, I don't need to do anything to him anymore. He's just dead. What is, where's the, stuff? Ooh, it's a Curasite-infected guard, dude. Look at that shit. That's kind of cool. He's also, like, I did not fire that twice. I fired that once. What an amazing time. Sure. And a Praetorian. I like how they have a speed buff to get to me. That's actually really nice. And I could just fire through your armor, right? Actually, I'm gonna ignore the hell out of you real quick so I can place this in. Is that a fucking sentinel? That is a sentinel. Dude, why do you curse me with this, dude? Sentinels are awful to fight. I mean, maybe it'll be fine. You know what? I think it was fine. The Trijaw also just is getting absolutely shreked by it. I really hope that they made it so that you can... So, how Curasite works in base game is that depending on the amount of Curasite, like, on the ground, so if you have 2 Curasite little nodules on the ground, they will actually decay faster than if you had 1 nodule on the ground. So, I mean, you know, that's probably very easy to test, and I simply don't want to test it. I rather spread false information than actual information. It's just a bias in that way, let's be honest. I don't know, but that is super cool. Curasite? That is super cool, the changes to Curasite. Having the bugs actually, like, come at you at super fast speeds makes it so that it is a much nicer event. Because usually the problem with Curasite is that you just don't get enough Curasite in time. They just don't spawn correctly, or they spawn weirdly and take a long time to get to you. Usually it just happens with Acid Spitters, since Acid Spitters have a weirder pathfinding AI than Praetorians or Mactera. Mactera is possibly the easiest one where it doesn't happen, because they just fly right to you. Why are you here? Get out of here, brother! You're not supposed... Oh, there is a wave coming in. And let me just surprise the wave with, with a whole load of damage just placed upon it in the IFG, dude. Absolutely cooked alive. That is a swarm as well. That right there isn't great, but you know what is great? The fact that Praetorian is immediately dead, dude. Oh, what the heck? Why are you so small? Look at him! He's tiny size! He's care package size, dude. That's kind of cute. That's insanely cute. I don't want to be there. I simply do not want to be there. Hey, look, we have, That's okay. That is increasingly not good, the fact that we have Swarmers, and Swarmers kind of can leap through the air and deal with us fairly significantly. Get rid of that guy. Bugs are literally spawning in the IFG. That is not very pog. That's a nemesis. That's also a dude. Hey, there's a problem here, dude. Well, get out of here. I don't know how long that shock will last on him, or if he'll take full damage from that shock. How did you live through that? Okay. Just absolutely get Shrek stormed by that guy. Okay, we are taking a big risk in going this way. Basically, if you don't just stay put, you're taking a big risk going any way versus a... Good job. Versus a stalker, dude. because there is a potential... Can I get in here, please? There is a potential for you to be going the wrong way versus a Stalker, where it just like, oh, I'm out of ammo. That is possibly not the best. The fucking Mully just sat there. Hello? I really hope that guy got shocked, and I desperately hope that he's dead to that. Okay, well, that went what? That went significantly better than last time. Probably because there was no Nidosites, to be perfectly honest with you. I need to not be... I also did not click twice, but you know what? Shame on me for thinking I didn't click twice. Another thing with Armor Break that you can do is one-shot those guys. So, you know, you don't have to be terrorized by them so many times. Is that like... No, that's not Nemesis. That is the little Orb of Enor. With 130 damage, 132 damage on your focus fire, you actually hit a lot of breakpoints that you usually wouldn't hit when you focus fire. Like slashers you hit, absolutely, no matter where you hit them. That guy, you have to focus fire them twice, but still, I aggroed the stupid little Haluli Hoarder. You still have to hit them twice, but at least it's a less of a ammo commitment than normal. Osco, can you freeze most of those bugs, please? Thank you. I don't have any actual ammo, which is kind of funny. Get out of here. He's dead. I don't even need to worry about him. If I focus fire him once, he's dead. Like, guaranteed, not even, like, I don't even have to look at him. I think he can attack me if I do go next to him, though. Osco, can you, like, stop firing at the freaking guard that's going to eat up your shots forever and start killing the... Just throw a fucking rocket there, I guess. Why does it have to be swarmers? Both of these builds are terrible for it. So, like, the swarmers just neutralized both builds that I'm showing off today. I mean, in fact, the other build... No, actually, I think this build's better for swarmers, since I have IFGs today. And IFGs, I can simply just, you know, shoot them. Like, yes, they do jump around in the IFG, but, like, I can just simply toss an IFG and kill them. And yes, IFGs are changed by MCR. MCR actually makes them 50% bigger, which is not needed at all, but you know what? If every grenade's getting a change, IFGs can probably also use a change. By use a change, I mean, I'm just being bitten alive because I'm literally walking through the IFG and not even caring about it. Since it is just a bunch of swarmers. Hey, that's a bug. That is 100% a bug. If you toss two IFGs at once, the IFG thing will stop affecting the bugs inside. And I think I tossed it, like, whenever it was running out. I have no idea. I don't really care, and I don't even want to try and figure out what happened there. You know, I can kind of understand why Ghost Ship games, the gold being one hit, is such a contentious thing. So, gold being two hit is something that is a, like, sticking point in all of Ghost Ship games. I think gold should be one hit 100%, but I have just, like, realized why some people think it should be a two-hit thing. Like, if you make gold a one-hit, why isn't Krappa one-hit? Like, I can understand, like, the set of events that'll make it so, like, okay, I understand. If gold's one-hit, why isn't Krappa? Why isn't Dystrom? Why isn't, you know, any of the other crafting materials one-hit? And maybe they just don't want to go down that specific slippery slope. and I can kind of understand that one. But still, why is gold 2-hit? I can understand why all the crafting minerals are 2-hit, because they are, like, so much more expensive than gold is. And playing with MCR, making gold 1-hit, has just made me come to realize, like, I actually like mining gold. Of course, there is other reasons why I'm mining gold all the time, and that is very simply because there's a actual benefit to it. Like, where did you even go, brother? Like, why did it take that long? Why is it that sometimes this idiot spawns, like, directly on me, and then other times it takes him, like, a year to get to me? I wish they were consistent, dude. You know what? Because we have invisible walls developing DRG, at least with a handheld from Ghost Ship Games, I wonder if invisible walls, now that they're playing a lot of DRG, is going to make gold 1-hit. Because maybe they can walk back some decisions that Ghost Ship Games has, like, stood a stance on in the past. Maybe they can walk back some of those decisions. And maybe they're going to be better at making UI. Which is another sticking point for me, is just the UI of the game being kind of awful. But that is simply, like, for designing builds and all that. And I have talked about this before, is one of the things that I wish was a lot better. I did not focus fire that one. Is a lot better about the game, is I wish that making builds in the game was just a lot more fun, and I didn't have to use other resources. Yes, somebody's talked about, he is immune to shock. I don't even know why I did that to him. I need him to be dead this century. At this point, Bosco, can you, like, do that for me? I guess I can do it. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if I can kill him real quick. His roar removes my shield. Actually, he's immune to the IFG status. That's an interesting one. That's something I didn't honestly think about, to be honest. Is he immune to the IFG status or no? It's kind of wild. That's a lot of bugs. Luckily, I have the solution for a lot of bugs, and that is a tight hallway! Congratulations! A bunch of bugs. You have... I don't have fucking IFGs. Oh, no! I have used all of my IFGs. Alright, well, you know what, bunch of bugs? You know what you get? You get me running away because there's literally one swarmer. Dude, we're never coming back here again. We might as well get two. Just to help me out with the... Dude, just being able to break the armor on the top, I know it doesn't matter for gas recycling, but it matters a whole lot to me. Okay, there's going to be a bunch of bugs still coming through that, so we should wait a little bit before actually walking through it. I was really hoping he wouldn't shoot me. Like that. I almost looked to where the Glyphid Swarmer is. Okay. Now we can go through it. Hi, everybody. Oh, we are... Is that a full-on shellback? Hey! You're not supposed to be here, shellback! Get the fuck out of here! That's MCR's doing, is why there's a shellback there. So shellbacks are actually disallowed from spawning in salt pits, because the younglings are here, and that's supposed to be your little friendly bullshit for them. And I would rather deal with an adult shellback than an actual... Let's not talk about what just happened there. I would actually deal with an adult shellback than, like, two baby ones, which is what you usually get. Look at all those bugs being absolutely murdered to hell and back. No, I don't even know if it's electric focus shots murdering them. All that I know is that it's much better. I mean, I've definitely gotten value out of electric focus shots in this video than in the last one. Or, excuse me, in the last... Dude, my brain is kind of fried, I'm sorry. And by I'm sorry, I mean it'll be fried again. I've gotten much better value out of electric focus shots in this mission than I did in the last one. Because a lot of the time, electric focus shots with full damage just killed the fucking bug, rather than dealing with it properly. And by properly, I mean, you know... Hello, buddy? Can we stop spawning the fucking, like, special Praetorians? Like, they're awful to deal with. I don't... Just remove my HP. I don't care, dude. This is an all-Praetorian wave. What is the chances of getting an all-Praetorian wave? I'm not clicking. This is the mission that kills my mouse, like legitimately. All right, I'm actually dead to this guy. Never mind, I am not dead to that guy. I'm kind of surprised. I'm surprised that he doesn't deal more damage, to be honest. All right, do you want to do the roar that removes most of my HP? Thank you. Okay, goodbye. He's one of the easier ones to deal with, because he's not full aggro all the time. I actually like that one. Yes, he does do damage through shields and all that, and, you know, I can understand why people wouldn't like him. But mostly it's my fault for taking that much damage to him, because I just want him dead. And he doesn't have, like, a bullshit projectile that fucking insta-kills you. It's a good one. You know, this is the reason why I don't think the special swarms are exactly, like, 6.6%. Because what are the chances that in 4 swarms you get 2 of them? Less, like, literally minuscule amounts that you get 2 6% chances in a row. I really do think that there is a swarm pool that the game pulls from. Like, your mission rolls it. Maybe it's a 6% chance, or maybe it's guaranteed to have a special swarm in there. And if you're a solo, it now can't roll Praetorian swarms or Dread swarms. And maybe, like, there's a weight on this shit. I don't know. I'm not one to look at code or anything like that. And even if I was one to look at code, why would I even care? Because it's not like I specifically care about the Swarmer swarms or whatever. Anyway, that was a very simple mission. That felt much better to play with than the last mission.